There we go.
You did it.
Okay, I will go ahead and open up the work session for the city council. What's on the basically discussion for today is a pathway through the chicken ordinance, or giving the public a chance, a pathway through having chickens.
Good.
So open up for discussion. We looked at a couple different options. Either we look a straight out ordinance or special use. Having them go for a special use through the BZA.
That's the way I would, I think it would be the fairest way to do it. Every situation is a little bit different. That's what they do, is give special use permits. Give them an avenue to go if they want to have chickens. What do you guys think?
I like that idea. My question is, if you're my neighbor on my right, he's my neighbor on my left, and I want the chickens, but you live too close, don't those neighbors have to sign or
I
something?
think they get to go to the meeting and
Okay.
you know, because I think they get letters sent 500 feet from each direction of where the person would be applying. I
Is that what it is right now? 500 feet?
think it's 500.
So in other words,
Maybe 1,000.
so if you go in for a special use for chickens,
Mhm.
then them neighbors like Donnie's, they'll get a letter. Public, you gotta have a hearing.
Right.
So basically, the BZA will listen to both sides.
Okay.
You know, and they can grant or not grant, you know, if the whole block is against it, you know.
Odds are, yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the checking point of that. The BZA makes a ruling. If the council is not satisfied with that ruling, you guys can hear that case and overrule. So there's no, in other words, there's no indecision or plain favoritism or anything like that. Its bottom line is, you know, if you don't grant John Doe that, then you guys can hear the case.
I like that.
You know, so there it is. And the thing is, you know, I like the idea, you know, with special use, because you're going to separate the people that really want chickens and know they have to take care of them, because they will have conditions set up on them, just like our survey. Everything, you know, they'll have conditions that they have to, chicken coop size and all that. And you will separate the people that think it's just going to be fun to have chickens and the ones that really know about chickens. You know, I mean, chickens are, you know, like I was talking to a guy out there, and basically chicken, the eggs aren't free. Time you factor in your feed, which is expensive right now, the tear, the cost and all that.
And then you also have to look at, I don't know if you've any had chickens before, but they bring around critters. You know, they'll bring around weasels and minks, and so,
I mean, you know, the alternative is, I guess, if we voted it no and just, you know, took it out of, you know, no avenue to go. I mean, you know, this is, at least we're not doing that.
Right, giving them a chance.
You'll give them, yeah, you guys are gonna give them a pathway.
Yeah.
And that's better than saying no, because there is good people out there that will take care of their chickens, and there is. Them are the ones that will come in and get that special use.
Absolutely. And another item here would be that the petitioner would go before the Board of Zoning Appeals and speak directly to the BZA membership. And they could ask them questions, both sides asking questions. And that's also a good deal in all of this as well.
Well, and the procedure, what you guys have, that has to take place is that basically there has to be a public hearing. Planning Commission will do the public hearing. And then they will send their recommendation to the council to amend the special use, because it has to be the second sheet. It has to be on here, because these are the things that people can right now that's permitted, special uses permitted uses, you see all that. So
Has to be added to the,
that they will have to add that,
right.
the planning commission, after the public hearing, they'll take a vote to go ahead and add that as a special use.
Okay.
And then it comes back to the council and you guys will have to approve that.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a little bit of process, but you know,
A couple months, it ought to be done, probably.
oh, yeah, I mean, I think we already, if we, well, it's probably, not unless Lenny can get the, for the, public hearing, if he can get that situated tomorrow morning. We have to have things in, Wednesday by noon in the legals to the leader for it to come out.
Yeah.
And
Make that
I
meeting.
think it'll make the 10-day, and it has to be in there 10 days prior to the, so,
Right, August 5th would be the planning commission meeting. So we should be good.
so it should be good, and then, if they approve it, then it'll come to the council, the
Yeah.
first council, the 12th.
Make sure it's on your agenda.
But,
So we should know something. with-
yeah, my agenda's not quite full yet, but it is quite a bit.
I think that's only fair.
I
I know
like it.
there's a handful, maybe 10 or so. I know there's a few people with young children that want them, and that's all, that's good.
And, you know, I think it will alleviate the code enforcement workflow. Because like I said, you're only gonna have now, you're not gonna have the people that think they want chickens and try to get them. These people that come in for the special use, you know, they really want chickens. And they're gonna abide by the codes and everything else. I think it's a no-win situation for those that want it and the council and
Yeah.
the city of Knox, because you're not only looking out for just the people that want chickens, you're looking out for the residents.
Right.
that don't, at least they know there's a process.
Right.
Yep.
So, I mean, what has to happen, we can't take a vote here, we will amend the agenda, council.
Okay.
And then, to basically forward that to the, planning commission to amend the special use to add chickens.
Okay,
So the general public will have knowledge of this
Yeah.
procedure by newspaper article?
No, we have to have a public hearing, so it'll be in the newspaper, you know, public hearing
Public
to,
hearing.
The
and
planning board will
That's-
have the public.
planning commission.
Or what?
The planning board will have the public hearing.
Okay,
And that's August 5th.
If we get everything done in time, it'll, you know, it'll work that way. If not, it'll be September. But, so in the public hearing, you can have people that come in that are different. You can have people come in that, and then the planning commission will hear that,
Mhm.
and then they'll make their decision. They'll close the public hearing, and they'll make their decision to either forward it to us or,
okay.
so,
Sounds
I think
good.
that's a good way to do it. In a fair way.
I think it's fair. You know, the thing is, I think the biggest concern, just like tonight, if you guys listen to the news, I think it was Goshen. They have a recyclable center. Remember, we had the bins, people recyclable bins, had them all over the county. Had to close about everyone down because they were throwing toilets, everything else in with the recycle, contaminated.
Mhm.
Goshen just shut theirs down indefinitely. Same thing was happening, plus they were throwing dead chickens in.
So,
Oh, oh, man.
Yes, yes, so that's what I mean. We gotta look at the overall picture of this. I think we'll have a better handle on a special use permit than a straight out ordinance,
I agree.
Right,
Yeah,
so
okay, very good.
that's the discussion on the chickens. Anybody? Okay. Discussion and we'll just start it out right now. We're not going to have to do anything till 2027. But if anybody's been following SB Bill 1, property tax reform and all that. In 2027, this council here will have to pass a ordinance, a lit local income tax ordinance to establish a rate because our seated county, now that goes away. Period. The lit that we currently get from the county, which comes to about 380,000, goes away. We have to pass our own lit. You have municipalities with a population of 3,500 and up, the opportunity to pass that to recoup that money. That's the first stage of this property tax relief, because I know next year it starts in on something that we might lose a little bit of our revenue. All this stems from it is that cities, municipalities, towns, counties are probably guaranteed to lose some of their revenue through the tax base. So I think we'll lose a little bit next year, but the full blown relief, unless they change things, 2031 will be when it should all come to a head. So some of us will be here, some of us won't. But I think for those that are not planning on running again or whatever, I think we need to have a good handle on it so the next administration knows and they're not caught blindsided. So I already talked to Baker Tilly. They did the math for us on the lit. Cities can only, it's a 1.2% lit tax. That's the maximum that we can adopt to recoup the money that we lose from the seated, which is $580,000 a year, to the other lit that we get from the county. We will have to adopt about 1.1 or 1.2 as the max. Now, needless to say, we do use that seated money for some things of running this government. So we don't have an option. It is not the municipalities' fault. You know, we just soon, but basically, usually when legislature does that, they relieve the responsibility off of them and out the back, they put it on the municipality. So, yeah. Oh, any questions on any?
That's upcoming in,
2027, we have to adopt it. Takes effect 2028.
Yeah.
So,
Last year of the term.
yeah, last year of our term, and I think it's got to be adopted. I think it's in October sometime, by October, something like that. So, you know, at least the new administration won't have to take the hit. Well, we shouldn't take the hit either, because it's just,
That's what everybody's doing. That's what everybody's doing.
everybody had, I mean, I'll be honest, right now, your larger communities, and whether they have loaded
Yeah.
budgets, they are, you know, because I have my mom, mayor's roundtable, I mean, they are freezing the hiring. They're not hiring. If somebody retires, if they can not replace that person, they're not replacing. They are giving, some of them are giving no raises this year, period. Some of them are giving the bare minimum. So they're already getting their budgets kind of in shape, because some of them are losing a lot of money. Like one of the cities up north, Elkhart, Goshen, they're going to be losing 30% of their tax rate. You know, 30%. Which you figure $1 million, 30% is they're going to lose 300,000.
That's a lot of money.
If you know, and some of these budgets, their big cities are a lot of money, so they're already getting ready for it. So, any other questions? Anything you guys want to talk about in the work session? We got a lot of things going on that I will discuss at the council meeting on the mayor report to update you guys. But other than that, I don't have anything for the work session. Nothing. Bill?
I'm just gonna say, you mentioned something like in our district, if roads need to be repaved or something, when was the deadline for?
It is, I just got that. They're gonna open up, God, I can't remember. It's they're gonna open up that community crossing again. October, I think is the deadline to submit.
Oh,
So Jeff has prepared, and after this work session, I'll go make you guys copies. I haven't even went over the roads yet, but I'll make you guys copies.
yeah, that'd
See
be
what-
nice.
What he's looking at. So,
Okay. That's it for me.
yeah. Anything else? Okay, I'll go ahead and close the work session and we'll be back at 6 o'clock for the council.
All right.
You guys ready?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I will go ahead and call the meeting to order for everybody to stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
And
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Okay, has everybody had a chance? No, amendments to the agenda. We have a couple of amendments.
Okay.
The first amendment will be Sunnyside Estates, addendum 1 to the covenants.
Make a motion to add that to the agenda.
Okay,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
I,
And that'll go below, that'll be 6A. The second amendment is recommendation to the planning commission to amend the special uses, the permitted special uses to include chickens.
make that motion for approval for the amendment.
Second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. That done with approval of the minutes. Has everybody had a chance to look at the minutes?
Yes.
Make the motion for approval, Mayor.
Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, we'll open it up for citizen comments, which there is no citizens in the audience, so we'll move ahead. Next on the agenda is ordinance 2025. Ordinance 5. And that is a ordinance amending ordinance 1074 of the municipal code to revise the time for commencing regular council meetings to 5 o'clock. Right now they're at 6. The ordinance says 6. That this ordinance is to amend it to go to 5 o'clock. So do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion to approve and adopt ordinance number 2025-OR5. An ordinance amending ordinance 1074 of the Code of Ordinances of Knox, Indiana, to revise time for commencing regular council meetings as presented.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Is there any discussion on that?
Will there be a second reading?
No,
No.
this is an ordinance that basically, if it's unanimous vote, one reading and it can be
So
done.
when does this new time take effect?
At the next meeting, you guys pass it tonight, next meeting will be
Okay.
5 o'clock. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, passes unanimously. Next council meeting will be at 5 o'clock and therefore after.
Call and remind me.
Huh?
I'll let you
Call and
know,
remind me.
August the 12th.
Okay, next on the agenda is memorandum of understanding between the city of Knox and the Knox Gateway. And basically what this is about is that the Gateway is our advisory committee for historic, the bridge, the walking path bridge. And basically they got which needs rehab, it needs work. And they got a very good donation for that, but I'll let Jeff speak on the Gateway because he is the president of the Gateway Committee. So Jeff.
Well, yes, sir. It's historic Bridge 39, built in 1915, probably the only one left of its kind. It was out on 1100 East over the Yellow River, brought into the city of Knox in 1992, where it sit over the New York Central Railway line. And it's the walkway bridge going into and out of the park. And it is in dire straits, is in dire need of rehabilitation from A to Z. And we do have the monetary funds to do so. The Gateway does, and we're going to do that. And we're going to do that as soon as possible. And this MOU, Memorandum of Understanding with the city of Knox, we passed that tonight, and that's going to be a provision that will soon take place, or we can provide. Because I know we had an inspection, I think, a few years ago. And that being said, we can get that done. And right now, I think you can only have like 25 people on that bridge at a time. And so I know that there's the schools, they like to have their portraits there done and classes and stuff like that. So we're really looking forward to doing that and getting that rehab. If you look underneath the bridge, if you're ever near there, and I've taken photographs of that and presented that to the Gateway membership, it's just in really, really sad shape. It's amazing how iron can disintegrate, as I spoke to the mayor earlier on. But we have the finances, and by golly, we can get that done, maybe even started this year, but maybe the spring of 2026. Is there any discussion on that? Any questions? Go ahead.
Jeff, so when they start that project, how long is it gonna take?
That's a good question. I don't know.
6 months?
Well,
That'd be it may be a long time. I mean, but if first of all, it's on the historic registry. So people that work on that, construction personnel, they have to be registered. They have to be certified to do that. So I don't know exactly how long it would take.
First of all, I think, we're very grateful for the Gateway to take this on. It is a city-owned bridge, it is our
Right.
bridge. So one way or another, it has to be done, and they were very generous. They got a very generous donation to do this. So we're very grateful, and yeah, the process will be from here on out. We will, the company that did the study for us will probably be speccing out the work. The city will handle the project. They are the funding. We'll handle the project because it is our bridge. It is our insurance that's going to be covering all of this. And so with that said, I need a motion to go
I
ahead.
forgot what, ask one more thing, just one more. So you're looking at steel structure, paint and resurfacing the whole, is it?
Everything, yes, sir. Everything, yeah, absolutely. Because thank God we have the funding for that.
I wasn't sure if it was just structure that we were shooting for.
And then we have actually the Stark County Historical Society has offered even more money, thousands of dollars is nonetheless to assist in this. And in the future, this is a good place to speak about this. If anybody wants to offer money, funding for this, it'll be a great thing because it's right here in our own community.
Sure.
And so if you want to back that, see me or Gateway membership, or even come to one of our meetings, that'd be great.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, I need a motion to go ahead and approve the memorandum of understanding.
I'll make that motion.
Need a second?
I'll second it.
Any more discussion on it? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Clerk treasurer's report.
Don't have a lot. We are still at the beginning of the process of our budget in my office. And then we also have an audit coming up and we're not been given a date of when they will be here. So we're kind of up in the air with all of that. Other than that, we do our daily routine, our daily duties, rentals, water bills, and so on. Take care of the citizens. That's it.
Okay. You skipped
Skipped
6A and 6B.
Yeah,
Yep.
Thanks for the report. So basically, 6A is the addendum for the covenants of Sunnyside Estates. Basically, what we have done is, if you read the covenants, you know, it has a section in there where you basically have to, if you buy a lot, you have 3 months to start that construction and 12 months to complete it. And that was kind of built towards so nobody could buy the lots and just sit on them, you know, for years and then try to profit or whatever. So what we had to do is we had to do an addendum because it did not address, say, a large home builder, which you have a lot of in the state, that wants to come in and possibly buy 20 of the lots and might take a little, not might, is going to take longer than that. So the addendum addresses that. So basically they got to come front for a variance to extend that deadline. We do have a large home builder that is interested in buying the majority of the lots. So that's why, you know, you guys, the RDC has to approve this. You guys have to approve it. Tell you the truth, the lots are going up for bid. Hopefully at the RDC, we will do, you know, you have to bid them out. And then August 20th at the RDC.
Yeah.
So, so hopefully we'll have this thing settled, ready to go. And you know, we've actually got 2 builders at that company. And we have 1 individual developer that wants to also, he got approved for his construction loan. He wants to start too as soon as possible. So
nice.
things could look up for Knox, Indiana.
Okay,
So I need entertain a motion to go ahead and approve the first addendum to the covenants.
well, Mayor, I'll make the motion, City of Knox, Indiana, to approve and adopt the first addendum to the covenants, conditions and restrictions of Sunnyside Estates subdivision dated June 25th, 2025 as presented.
I'll second it.
Okay, any discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. 6B. The recommendation to amend the special uses. Did we go through that yet? No. Okay. 6B is recommendation to the planning commission to amend the special uses to include chickens. So I need a motion to go ahead to pass that recommendation to the planning commission.
I'll make that motion.
I need a second. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, now we had the clerk treasurer's report. Now we'll have the mayor's report. I just have a few updates. Anybody knows the NDOT is actually doing a traffic count on all the railroad tracks again, which pretty much tells you how many cars per day, whatever goes down 35, whatever. You can get that information off the NDOT website. I don't know particularly what category you got. We've been on it before, but you can get that. So that's, you know, people, yeah, I've had a few calls on what is that about? That's it, they do that. I don't know if it's every year or every other year, but they do a traffic count. So also on the sewer and water extension project on 35 for the land that we annexed for the hotel, which the hotel is probably more or less out of the picture. We finally did receive the permit from NDOT, which was a struggle, but we did receive it. We are right now soliciting bids, and the bids will be opened at the Board of Works meeting on August 27th at 9:30. on that matter, the property we annexed, I am working with Lori Tubbs and Jennifer Gotti regarding the development of that project. They have teamed up with Dr. Weaver to help develop that and attract businesses. So I have been working with them too, on that and possibly furthering that development if it ever shoots off. They do have one perspective possibility, a business. So I just noticed, before the meeting, she did email me, so I haven't had a chance to read it, but, you know, hopefully that annexation of that 10 acres and running the sewer wire is gonna pay off sooner or later,
Right.
so. You know, it didn't pay off with the new hotel, but at least we got people working for us to get it occupied.
Good. Sounds good.
One last thing is, we are soliciting bids for the White Open Park kayak launch, which they're due by Monday, August 4th. I don't know if we'll open them up at the Board of Works or have a special one. But that launch is financed by the CVC board. So what the intent of that is going on the east side of Highway 35, the depot area. The intent is for those that canoe and all that don't want to go over the rapids can have an easy access up. And then our walking trail goes under, they'll get on the walking trail and go back to the west side of the bridge where the canoe launch is, the DNRs, and relaunch. So that is another one that is a no-win for the city because we're getting financed again, you know, which, you know, we appreciate the CVC, which I am a member of that board. The city has one position on that. So hopefully on both of these projects, hopefully the bids come in, you know, where we can proceed with all of them.
What was the deadline on the launch or?
Kayak.
For the bids,
August 4th.
August 4th is when we want them in. But we're not going to open them on August 4th. Either we can, I have to call a special meeting, which I don't know, or we'll wait to the Board of Works.
Okay.
Either one, you know, so I do know the CVC is we're going to be opening. They got another project, 23 and 8. Put another launch there, but the CVC is only doing the parking lot, funding the parking lot. The KRBC is actually funding Pinky River Basin Commission is funding the launch. So, and they'll be opening them bids. Them bids are due the same time as ours. So I don't know when they're going to open them. Ours is separate. So. Okay. That's all I have for my report. Council items. No council items? Okay. Yep.
Next meeting is August 12th, 5 p.m. To sign the associated ordinance document and voucher booklet, and this meeting is duly adjourned.
This goes around. This is, I believe, you.